This stuff right here is greater than you. This stuff right here is a necessity. This is urgent, man, because Kev from Kevin's Corner figured something out. This video is brought to you by Extreme Tees. Click on the link below. Make sure you put Kevin in the promo code and you'll get a 20% discount. Wait a minute. Give me a second. Let me look around. All right. Okay. All right. Everybody come on in. Come on now. I figured out why the Democrat politicians and the liberal media and sports and entertainment, big tech, and I think just one more out there, corporations. Okay, let me make sure. All right, I'm good. So I figured out why they all despise conservatives. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking it's because they see us as dumb. They see us as, outdated. But these guys right here, they're idiots. They're all one tooth having, riding around with pickup trucks and Confederate flags. Or the black folks are sellouts, Uncle Toms, and all that stuff. Y'all might be thinking that's the problem, but it ain't. Here's the real problem. They hate us because we're smart enough to see through their garbage. That's why they hate us. Nothing worse than somebody being able to read you. Somebody being able to say, I hear what you're saying to all the people, but you do realize that's garbage. See, it's damaging to them to know, wow, these folks, quiet as kept, is smarter than us. Now, when you start seeing that, when you start realizing that day where you can't manipulate your kids anymore, when your kids start seeing the flaws in you as a parent, it's hard to take. When your kids start giving you some criticism and feedback, you're ready to go to war. Like my dad, when I got a little older and pointed out some of his flaws, and it was one of those things like, hey, look, man, I'm your dad. I'm right even if I'm wrong. I could tell the resistance. He was upset because his son was able to see through his crack. He was no longer able to just throw something out there and I'd be like, well, my dad said it, so I guess it's true. That's a hard pill to swallow, especially when you are, one, thinking you are an elitist, smart, educated Harvard University graduate and all of that stuff. And yet you got ordinary folks seeing through your garbage enough to drive anybody crazy. We walking around like we're just ordinary people and we see through all that garbage. So that is why they are so frustrated. And honestly, what really probably hurts them is average everyday Americans are smarter than a lot of them, most of them. Smarter than most of those Democrats, smarter than most of the liberal media folks getting on TV, giving you some garbage. See, and that has to hurt. Common sense. They are upset at the fact that we got enough common sense to go, why are we taking so long to fix these problems? I mean, does it take all that? Why are we doing this? That ain't smart. You think you want me to believe that you're changing up all these rules because we had a perfect election, but now for some reason we need to change it all up? See, that is when they get upset because, see, they throw it out there thinking people are going to celebrate it. Yeah. And yet we're going, that's garbage. Now, you know me and my analogies. I got to tell y'all an analogy so to drive it home. See, to drive it home. There's two. One is this girl who tried to feed me some boo-boo when I ran into her after she had been posting on her Facebook timeline that she is now going celibate for some reason. She wanted everybody to jump over with her cause, And the second scenario is me and my older brother when we was younger manipulating me to make the Kool-Aid. I'm going to start backwards. When we was a young boy, I would go, Tony, yeah, I want something to drink. We got any Kool-Aid? And he'd be like, nah. But you know what? You could go make the Kool-Aid. I was going, me? No, I don't want to go make the Kool-Aid. Why can't you make the Kool-Aid? Well, because you're the best Kool-Aid maker in the house. And I'm going, really? He's like, yeah. Everybody talks about your Kool-Aid. They love it. But if you want me to go make it, I mean, I'm sure mom and dad would be disappointed, but I'll go do it. And then I'm like, Not so fast. Tell you what, I'll remain the #1 Kool-Aid maker in the house. As I got older, I saw the manipulation. He can no longer pull that off on me. Hey, go make some Kool-Aid. No, you go make it. How about that? I see what you're doing, man. See, that's when you have to start talking to people like adults, like peers. You're not talking to them from the perspective of parent to child, boss to employee. It's peer to peer because I'm smart enough now to intellectually spar with you. It's enough to drive an elitist crazy. My second analogy is somebody years ago, a friend of mine, I ain't gonna throw no names out. You know, I don't do that most of the time, except calling out those Democrats. But a friend of mine, when I moved back here to Youngstown, I'm seeing on Facebook all these posts like, yo, I'm going celibate. Now I'm thinking, why are you living your life publicly? Why do people need to know if you're celibate or not? But I never called her out on the page. You know, I'm just watching the interaction. And you see all these people celebrating this crap. Oh, girl, I'm so happy for you. You know what? Keep on, girl. You doing a great thing. And all the fellas on there talking about some, yo, shorty, that's hot, man. For real, I'm trying to do that celibacy thing myself, too. Maybe we could be accountability partners. So as I watched this crap, I ended up going back down to Cincinnati on a visit. Ran into her, just having small talk. I said, yeah, you know, I've been seeing your post on Facebook and stuff. Yeah. You doing the celibacy thing? She's like, oh yeah, yeah, I'm doing that. I'm like, really? For what? She's like, well, you know, it's just me. I was trying to work on some things within myself. I felt like, you know, all these guys were trying to come at me and, you know, disrespectful and stuff. And I felt I needed to work on issues within myself. And it was just the time to do it and all that. And I'm sitting there listening to her and she's expecting me to go, that's great, keep it up. I said, you know what? That's bullcrap. What? I'm like, yeah, I'm your friend. I love you enough to tell you the truth. You're not going to treat me like those knuckleheads that's buying into this crap on Facebook. You telling me that as I look at your Facebook page and you're promoting yourself to be one of those showgirls that show up at a party, they put them on flyers, you know, said everything about what you're doing on Facebook is opposite to what you're now claiming. You saying you're upset that the guys are trying to holler at you disrespectfully, but yet all your posts encourage that. And I said, secondly, even if they were, you're in control of that. You could easily delete them, block them, all of that. You don't have to tolerate it. You don't have to respond to it. Now she's sitting there, eyes getting big. I'm like, she's like, oh man, I didn't expect to get into this debate because I thought everyone would just believe whatever narrative or stupidity I throw out and would celebrate that. Then I went even further. You think I let her off the hook? No. Just like I don't let these Democrats off the hook, I couldn't do it, man. I had to expose the doo-doo. So I said, secondly, you're talking about you want to work on some things yourself. I said, is this religiously motivated? Well, no, it's just personal. I said, then it's irrelevant. If you're not trying to clean up your act because you're developing a relationship with God, now you are simply working on yourself based on your own ideas of what yourself should be. So now let me ask you this. What is your rubric? At what point do you know you have worked on yourself enough to regain or go back into being sexual? What? I mean, I didn't think about that. I said, then what are you doing? It's open-ended. You didn't even sit back and say, these are the things that I'm working on. And when I meet this rubric and criteria, then I'm going to have sex again. And I'm saying, so it's irrelevant. This right here is exchanging one form of attention for another. That's all that was. Man, you should have saw her jaw drop straight to the floor. What? You ain't got to come at me like that. I said, no, trust me. You'd rather me do it face to face than to get online and call out all that boo-boo. I said, so don't sit here and try to make me jump on board with this cause like I encourage you. No. I said, so what happens if you break down and get weak? Are you going to get back online like, I'm sorry, y'all. I had a weak night and I got my boots knocked. Pray for me. Nothing. See, so it was a bunch of garbage, and sure enough, it faded right on off that Facebook page after that conversation. See, so when you are able to see through people's crap, that bothers them. Especially when they think their crap don't smell. And the Democrats' crap smell like dumpster juice and much more. So check out Extreme Teas, my sponsor. The link is below this video. If you click on it and put Kevin in a promo code, you'll get a 20% discount. And finally, don't forget to hit like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification button. And if you'd like to donate to Kevin and Kevin's Corner, there's links below this video to do that as well. Okay, God bless you and God bless America.